AP Chemistry Unit 9.5, Free Energy and Equilibrium. Entropy, or delta S, describes the overall disorder of the system, and a positive delta S, or positive entropy, is going to be an increase in entropy, and negative delta S, or negative entropy, is going to be a decrease in entropy. Gibbs free energy, or delta G, describes the thermodynamic favorability of the reaction. And a negative delta G is going to be a thermodynamically favored reaction, aka a spontaneous reaction, and positive delta G means that it is going to be a thermodynamically unfavored or non-spontaneous reaction. The equilibrium constant K describes the direction a reaction will proceed to equilibrium, whether it will push to products and have more products present, or it will push to reactants and have more reactants present. K being greater than 1, meaning that I'm going to push towards products, and K being less than 1, meaning that I am mostly keeping my reactants. We can relate Gibbs free energy and the equilibrium constant in these two equations here. So we can say that the Gibbs free energy of a reaction is going to be equal to that of negative RT, the natural log of the K equilibrium constant. Or we can say that the equilibrium constant K is equal to E to the negative delta G over RT. R is going to be our gas law constant, which is equal to 8.31 joules per mole Kelvin. And then we have our delta G, which is our Gibbs free energy, which is in the units joules per mole Kelvin. And then our temperature needs to be in Kelvin, and our K value is going to be our equilibrium constant, which does not have any units. If delta G naught is going to be 0, then K must equal 1, meaning that the reactants and products are equally favored. We are non-spontaneous because we don't have a negative delta G, and we're not favoring reactants or products. We have them both in equal measure, and so we are non-spontaneous, and the reaction isn't going to proceed forward or backwards really at all. If delta G is going to be negative, then that means that the K value has to be greater than 1, meaning that if the reaction is thermodynamically favored, then I am going to proceed with the reaction, and therefore I will produce more products. And finally, if my delta G value is positive, then that means that my K value is going to be very small, less than 1. And basically what this means is that if my reaction is not thermodynamically favorable, then I am not going to be proceeding toward products very much at all. And so I'm going to mostly have reactants, and so my K value will be less than 1.